Hello and welcome to glittershinenails. If you're new to my channel, welcome. In my last video I shared a blue layered marble mani, but I felt that it needed a whole video to show how I created it. It's very simple but very effective. In the description box below you'll find a list of all the products and tools I'm using, and as I'm using my favourite brand Kiki London, you can also find my direct affiliated link to their website and my discount code for you to use as well. I'll also be sharing a new product for this video as well. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you have the bell notification on, and please like this video. These things really do help out my channel. Thank you. So before I get started on the mani, I wanted to share a new product that Kiki London have recently released, and it's their gel polish remover. I'm really excited to try this, and I'll be using it in this video and my next. It's a 250ml bottle, and at the making of this video was priced at £4.99, which I feel is a reasonable price. I'm going to be using it for removals, but also removing stamping, which I'll be doing in this video. Now, one thing I do want to point out is, yes, I could buy acetone from anywhere. However, Kiki London are a part of PETA, which is their Beauties Without Bunnies, meaning that they fully support their program and can be recognised that their products are cruelty free and also vegan friendly, which is an absolute huge plus for me. Now, I want to add the gel polish remover to my small pump bottle. I've removed the old acetone and I've fully cleaned it out, and now adding the gel polish remover to it. It is slightly difficult to do this on camera, so I did finish it off camera. I'm really excited to try this out and see what I really think to it. This is the first time I've used it in this video, so we shall see what I think to it later on. So this is the mani I will be creating. This one, the one on the silicone hand, is the one which you would have seen in my last video. I love the depth of the marble running through the mani, and no two nails are the same, which is something I really like about marble nails. They are one of my favourites to create. Now, I will be creating this mani again on my nails this time because I really wanted it on my nails, and I loved how they look at the end. So my nails have been prepped, and I've taken a 180 grit nail file and I've roughed over them. I'm going in first with the Kiki London rubber base coat. This is my favourite base coat from Kiki London. It is thicker than a normal base coat and it's great for weaker nails. It provides extra strength for brittle and thin nails. I'm applying a coat to each of the nails. I'm not using my usual peel off base coat because I'll be doing a removal in my next video. Usually I wouldn't use a base coat, but because I'm not quite ready for an infill on my poly gel overlays, I'm just making sure that my entire natural nail is fully protected. I am using the new 96 watt UV LED lamp from Kiki London for all of the curing. This lamp is amazing, and I do have a full review on this lamp. It honestly cuts my curing time in half. I absolutely love it. I 100% recommend it. Well, to be fair, I recommend anything from Kiki London, and I don't just say that because I'm a brand ambassador either. So the gel polish I'm using is Electric Island, and this is from their summer holiday collection back in 2018, I believe. It is more of a jelly consistency, which if you've been around my channel for a while, you'll know that I am not a big fan of them. However, for this mani, it's perfect. So I'll be applying 2 full coats to all of the nails, and I'll be curing it for 30 seconds, and that includes the top coat at the end. In the past I would have cured all coats for 60 seconds. Now you'll see how jelly like Electric Island is, but it does build up in coats. Now you will see that I flash cure from time to time, and then I'll do a full cure once I've finished. The flash curing just means that the gel polish isn't going to run everywhere, and also I won't knock it either. When I work with darker colours like this one, I do take more time with my application because it is harder to remove any flooding from the cuticle areas and sidewalls. I'm currently using gel cleanser and not my usual isopropyl alcohol. When lockdown happened and everybody bought isopropyl alcohol, I couldn't get any, but I could get gel cleanser, so I'm trying to use it up because I'm not a fan of it. And if I do make a mistake, I'll use my cleanup brush as well. Now I am making sure that the nails are cleaned before they go into the lamp. Now I'm not worried about the coverage just because I'm going in with quite a few layers and I need to keep the layers super thin because I have a naturally high apex to my nail and I can make a bulky nail very quickly and without thinking about it. With the second coat, I've already done the thumb and the pinky and ring finger, so I'll just finish off the middle and index finger, and this is where you'll see how the two coats looks. With jelly polishes, I'm not a fan of being able to see my free edge nail through it. I really don't like it. If I was to wear Electric Island on its own, then I would probably go in with a third coat just to build that colour up even more on the free edge part. Even though this came out in the summer holiday collection, I would use this for Halloween and winter nails as well. It's a great colour to have, and the other colours in the summer holiday collection are Sunset Glow, Orange Soda, Cotton Candy and Lemon Tart, which are all amazing colours. So now that I've finished, and because I'm stamping, I need to remove the tacky layer with my wax strips and gel cleanser. With darker colours, sometimes the colour can transfer onto the white, and this is pretty normal for darker colours, but Electric Island is a fabulous colour to use. I need to use it more often. So for the stamping, I have my usual clear stamper and my scraper. I use these all the time in my videos. And for swatches, the stamping polish I'm using is Clear Jelly Stamper Stamping Polish 002, Jenny's Gonna Love. I have a love-hate relationship with white stamping polishes, but I really do get on well with this one. The stamping plate I'm using is Nicole Diary Stamping Plate NDL09. This is a fantastic plate. I do have a full swatch review video and there are some amazing designs, and I'm going to be using one of the marble designs. All the items I am using are the same as I did for the silicone hand mani. I also have my cleanup brush as well, and I'll be using the gel polish remover to remove any stamping. You can either use gel polish remover or acetone, whichever you have. This is my favourite cleanup brush. I've used it for years and I switch between the gel cleanser and the gel polish remover throughout the video. So I'll apply some of the white stamping polish to the plate, not too much though, and I'll scrape over the image with the scraper and I'll roll the stamper over the image to pick it up. Now with each nail I will move the stamper around so that each nail is different. Now I will say that the white on its own over Electric Island does look really good. Now once I've transferred the image to the nail, I will go in with my cleanup brush and remove anything that connects the stamping from the nail to the skin, because I'm going in with another layer of Electric Island over the top. I don't want any bits hanging around, as that could cause lifting to the nails, and I'll do that to each of the nails before I move on. Then I know that I've done it to each of the nails. I'll then repeat on each nail, but like I say, you'll see me move the stamper about so that it creates different nail designs. Now with this mani you could use a pale blue instead of a white. I just preferred the white on the last layer, and that's why I went with the white. Now with white stamping polish, it can leave your stamping plate and skin very cloudy looking, so I do like to make sure that I clean everything super well when I've finished. I will say that this gel polish remover cleaned my skin really well. I do have a completely different pump bottle with just acetone in for my stamping plates though. I will do all of the main cleaning up later on once I've finished. I really like how this looks. Now before going in with the next layer of Electric Island, you do want to make sure that your stamping is fully dried. It shouldn't smudge, but I do like to give it a few minutes, and in that time I'll swap the stamping back out for the gel polishes. So I'll start to add the next layer of Electric Island over the top of the stamping. It is a very thin layer. I don't want to add too much bulk to the nail, but you can see that the Electric Island changes the white stamping polish to a dark blue, which does look really cool. Now I am still curing for 30 seconds. So with this mani, it would work with a few other gel polishes which are on the jelly formula from Kiki London, and all three are from the Neon Vibes collection, and they are Yellow Caution, acid green and raving dull, and they would all work so well. Not sure what colour stamping polish I would use though, maybe the white, or with the acid green maybe a pale green stamping polish. So I will again clean up any that hits my skin, which isn't much, but my hands were super shaky this day. And I'm going in with another layer of stamping after I've cured this layer, and this is why I said earlier that the base colour layer doesn't have to be perfect coverage, as we're covering over it anyway. So now that I've finished and I've cured, I will once again remove the tacky layer with the gel cleanser and my wax strip. I really wouldn't advise to stamp over a tacky layer, but that's just my personal thoughts. I really do like how this looks right now though. So I've now placed all the stamping tools back down and I'm ready to start stamping again. So once I've picked up the image, this time I will again move the stamper around, because this time I don't want the large area of marble to overlap too much, and hopefully you'll see what I mean. It does add more to the marble design, and I will also again clean around the nail to remove any of the hanging bits of stamping before moving on. I'll repeat this again over all of the nails. By doing the 2 layers, it really does make all 10 fingers look very different, and I love the design of this mani, and I'm still wearing this a full 7 days later, which again, if you've been around my channel a while, you'll know that this is super rare for me to do. Maximum length of time for me to wear a mani is usually anywhere between 24 and 72 hours. So this shows you just how much I love this mani. Now you could just leave the mani like this and top coat if you wanted to. And when I did the original mani on the silicone hand, that was the plan. However, I sort of fell across the last layer and I feel it makes the mani even more. But like I say, you could just top coat after this layer of stamping. Glossy and matte both work really well with this mani. Now my stamping plate and scraper are going to need a super clean after this, just to remove all that excess white stamping polish. I don't usually use this amount of white stamping polish, but once I've cleaned it with the gel polish remover or acetone, whichever, I will then go in with the gel cleanser and it will bring it back to brand new again. There is a few designs on this plate that I could have used for this mani, but I really liked this design. And once I've finished, I will off camera remove all of the leftover stamping from my skin, and I used the gel polish remover and it worked really well. So for the final layer of colour, I'm going to add, I have my gel brush and my silicone tool along with a gem tray for mixing the gel polish, and I'm going to mix rubber base coat and electric island together. It will be more base coat than electric island. I want this to be a more transparent mix of electric island. Now when I mix colours or glitter gel polish mixes, I do mix a little more than I think I'm going to need. I hate having to try to recreate the mix again, and when I mix I will sometimes add a little more of whatever I need, and with this mix I did add a little bit more of the electric island, and I will be applying this mix with a gel brush. Once I'm happy with the mix, I'll then start applying it to the nails. Now with the application, I'm applying it more concentrated in some areas than others, and in other areas I'm hardly applying any at all. And you'll see that sometimes I am actually wiping some away from areas, and this is going to give that last layer of stamping a mixed colour palette from the dark blue of Electric Island to a pale blue to an almost white colour. Do watch that you're not creating a bumpy nail, and I do this by looking at the nail from all angles, but you could also do a couple of coats of top coats to smooth everything out. For me, this whole layer made this mani, and I would 100% do this again because I love it that much. It's a marble with a difference. I can also see sea waves in this mani as well, so a great method for creating a sea mani. So I'll just repeat this on all of the nails, and I will also flash cure each nail so the gel polish mix doesn't run and move about, and then I'll do a full cure at the end. I do hope that I've explained this mani slightly better than I did in the video that it was featured in, and if there is any of the other 14 manis that I've created within the 3 Instagram mani videos that you would like to see me create, then please let me know. Now I am getting questions about my stamping plate reviews, and yes, they are returning very soon. I'm hoping the beginning of September to restart them again, and I have lots to share with you. I just wanted to do something different for videos on my channel. So now that they are all finished and cured, I'm going to top coat all of the nails using the Kiki London No Wipe Matte Top Coat. Now you could go in with the glossy top coat first and then the matte just to smooth the bumps if you have any, but I didn't want to add any more layers to the nails, so I'm just going in with the matte top coat. Normally with stamping and matte, I would recommend the glossy before the matte because matte will smudge the stamping, but because I added the layer of Electric Island mix, I don't need to. Just remember to keep the matte top coat layer very, very thin, as it can make the stamping look cloudy. I use matte top coat very, very sparingly, and you'll also notice that I'm flash curing again, and I've only put them in the lamp for about 5 seconds and they're fully matte. I really like this matte top coat. Now once I've finished and I've done a full cure, I do like to wipe over the matte top coat with the gel cleanser and a wax strip because I feel like they have a funny feel to them. This is just my personal preference, you don't have to do this, but I've done this with all matte top coats. So here are all the nails all finished, and you can see my other hand as well, and I'm going to apply some of the Kiki London cuticle oil. Again, remember to keep cuticle oil away from matte nails as it will make them shiny. But as I've said throughout this video, I absolutely love this mani. I really don't want to take them off. I will in a few days because I need to film the removal of them using the gel polish remover from Kiki London. Let me know in the comments below what you think to this mani. Is it something you would create? It would also be very easy to create with just normal nail polish if you had jelly nail polishes as well. My mani will be over on my Instagram page in the next few days, along with what products I've used. There is a link in the description box below. If you do come over and see my posts and you like them, please give them a like as well. I'd be really grateful. Thank you for viewing my blue layered marble mani tutorial. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you did, then please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Comment below. I love to hear from you. Hit that subscribe button and share. Also, don't forget to come over and follow me on my Instagram page at glittershinenails. So until next time, happy stamping and bye.